Hi everyone, sorry I haven't been on the videos that much recently, not much signal where I am right now, which is the south of Thailand. This video here is hoping to go out early January. You know, you're just back to school now after Christmas break, which I hope you had a great Christmas and a New Year, guys. I'm hoping you're fully rested ahead of the last big stretch. If you're in year 11, this is really key now. It's the last 6 months of school. I know you have A-levels or college, whatever, but the last 6 months of compulsory, full-time, no freeze, GCSE education. It's all been building to this. So I got just a quick video here before I do some other videos later on, like changing economic world, resource management, that kind of stuff. Just like 5 key top tips, okay? 5 key top tips. This is just for the year 11s, this one. For year 10, this might be useful for you to kind of get a head start on for next year, so you know this is what's going to come for you. But this is one just for the year 11s. All right, 11A1 and 11C. Mainly, big shout out to you guys. So my first top tip, and you'll hear every teacher say this, and every year someone does this, or at least a group of people do. Don't leave it to the last minute. Okay, if you're not revising now, that's a mistake, but it's a mistake you've got to change now. Okay, to put it simply, if you leave revision until after Easter, you won't get a good grade. I don't care who you are. If you revise as like 40 hours a week, the full day, every day, from April to May, it won't get you the good grade you want. You have to be doing something now, okay? And if you're not doing that now, if you've had a Christmas break, and that's fine, I think it's important that you have that. You're back in January. Just give it everything for these last 5-6 months, because you need to be doing revision now. Now I remember doing this. I'm not that much older than you guys. I remember doing GCSEs not too long ago. About 12 years now. I know you have a lot of subjects. I know you have lots of things to think about. Science, English, maths, geography, or history. Both maybe in 11C's case. I know you got a lot on. That's why you got to be starting now. Okay, because you'll have so many exams, like up to 20-30 exams in total, and you can't be revising for each one the day before. It just wouldn't work. It doesn't work. You'll have revision sessions the school will put on for you, so you know that's something to help you do that. But I'd honestly say per week you need to be doing at least 3 hours really of geography, just geography revision a week. Now obviously you have the lessons on top of that too, but 3 hours a week is not a ridiculous request. You know, there's 140 something hours a week in a week, 160 hours a week, and 3 of those for geography is about fair. You'll have to do some for English, some for maths, but ultimately 3 hours can be one evening a week, or you dot it over. You know, teachers know you have other subjects to do and other priorities to do, so don't worry about that. Just make sure you get revision done. The second top tip, okay, is that you do past paper practice. It is the best form of revision. I've said that before. You have the internet. I guarantee you, if you have it at home, you have it at home. If you don't have it at home, you have it at school. You have the library. You have Chromebooks. You have access to the internet, right? And if you Google AQA geography past papers, every single past paper is there up to 2023, I believe. Okay, you have so many past papers. Think about this: you have more past papers available to you than any year before you. And year 10, spoiler, next year you'll have one more. You'll have 2024s or 2024s. So use past papers. You could, in the next 5 months, do every single past paper question, and you better believe that some of them will be repeated in some form. For example, if there's a question on the rainforest, you could use some of the same stuff in a question that comes up this year. So it's really, really important to know exam past papers, what questions have come up before, what kind of wording you can expect, and then answer them. Now I intend to do the next couple of months videos on resource management, changing economic world, but also I plan to do some 4-mark practice, 6-mark practice, 9-mark practice, graph practice, things like that. Okay, so you can see, and you know, I'm going to go over some past paper questions. If you have an answer ready, that'd be very useful for you. Number 3, and there is always one person, I don't care what year, what school I've ever taught. I taught at 7 schools before. Every single year, a year 11 goes to that exam not with the right equipment. Okay, you need a calculator for geography. Somebody in your year group, and it's not a prediction, it's a spoiler, somebody in your year group will forget a calculator. Don't let it be you. So whereas my first one was to make sure that you're revising properly, as in like a top tip, revise properly, revise at least 3 hours a week. My third one is to be organised. So have the right equipment. Again, if you haven't got that now, I'd be a bit worried, but then now's the time to change that. Make sure you have a calculator. If you have one pen, what are you playing at? Get multiple pens, okay? Any problems with that, let me know. I can try and sort some pens out for you. That's how much I care, and that's how much I need you to have the right stuff. Rulers, pencils, these are things that you take for granted, but actually you're going to need them. In the exams, you will use a ruler, you will use a pencil, you will use a pen, and you will definitely use a calculator. Okay? Now, in some mock exams, they may give you a pen or whatever on the morning of, but in terms of the real thing, they won't give you anything. The school won't give you any calculator. If you forgot yours, you'll have to do the exam without one, hence puts you at a disadvantage. Tip number 4, do your homework. So this is one that you might think, oh, every teacher says this. Every teacher says do your homework. Oh yeah, I've got to do my homework. What have I got to do my homework for? I'm revising on top of that. Your homework has been chosen by specially trained teachers who've taught in your area, a subject area. They know what they're doing, okay? I did, believe it or not. I didn't always look like it, but I did. Every homework that is set for you is not set for a laugh. It's not set just because it's something else. We don't do that for ticking a box, okay? Homework is genuinely set by us as teachers to get the most out of the lesson you've just done, or some revision techniques. Now, if you're in year 10, it'll be about consolidating that information. If you're in year 11, it's going to be revision based, okay? So every quiz that you do, every survey that you complete, every exam mind map that you complete is used for revision, okay? And top tip number 5, don't burn out. Don't burn out. I've said do some revision, and that's really, really important, but also make sure that you get some time to yourself. Do the football at lunchtime, maybe do some football after school on a Friday, or go to D&D club, or do whatever. Have a break away from studying, because it's going to help you in the longer term. See you soon.